knee at the Super Bowl, or even Dre and Snoop, because they all, went on the stage together at some point. And so, not that I don't think that his gesture was sincere, but the NFL has pretty much made a mockery of the whole knee thing because it's now done lost its luster. So it doesn't even mean anything from when Colin did it. When Colin did it, it was an outcry. I can't stand this, I can't salute a racist flag because black people were being incarcerated in disproportionate numbers and murdered in disproportionate numbers. So, if he had some type of apparel on to address, black social woes, that would have been more appropriate. Like if he had a hoodie, like that said inclusion in the NFL or diversify the NFL, something along that context, that would have been more impactful than taking a knee. Because at this point, none of the players are taking a knee anymore. So at this point, it doesn't mean anything. Taking a knee doesn't hold any weight. Because it's like, what are you taking the knee for? You know what I mean? So, a stronger gesture. I think Judge Mathis was in attendance and he was wearing a shirt and said, inclusion in the NFL. So, super dope rapper, but the knee thing it wasn't really effective. Like it wasn't ineffective. His heart was in the right place though. I ain't knocking him for doing it. I'm just saying in that moment it could have been like 10 billion times more impactful. Just the simple fact he's Caucasian and he's saying like, damn, it's a problem. That's good within itself, but it could have been just a little bit. It could have been much better had he consulted somebody. I think his intentions were really good, and he had a good purpose behind it. But it just, he should next time he wants to do something, consult one of his black friends to see where he's at. And a black friend is going to tell him the truth because a lot of black people that surround themselves, you try to attach themselves to him, they're just trying to get something from him. Like they're trying to get him on a feature or use him some type of way. So like somebody that he's actually like really, really friends with, if he wants to, speak to the cause, consult with one of them before, doing it. But other than that though, stand-up guy, good gesture. Just next time, consult with somebody black. That's all. Also, I want to send a narrative podcast condolences to recording artist, actor Tyrese Gibson. Give him a moment of silence because he lost his mother. And like from one to another, I know how that feels, man. I lost mine in 07, so condolences for that brother. And she's proud of you because before she left up out of here, you got to put her in that big house and anything she wanted, all she had to do was call you, and you gave it to her. So. But I'm gonna give you a moment of silence. And then also belated condolences to Snoop Dogg for losing his mother a few months ago, not too long ago. I don't think it's been a month, has it? And then a super duper belated condolences to the Cole family, Keisha Cole, for the passing of her mother, Frankie. And that was a hard one because it was like so many deaths happened, like around that area. I think like about 4 or 5 people in hip hop had passed away. And I think I was doing a live feed actually, and I forgot to say, send my condolences because, that kind of bridged that show she had, helped strengthen the ties of, the black family. All them seeking healing on television, like it's like health and wellness, healing, mindfulness. Everybody's practicing that, but they were doing that in that space before it was a thing. So, like a lot of people was getting, they've been through that similar trauma, was, getting healing and finding common ground or learning how to, be patient and loving to relatives and loved ones suffering from that same affliction as Miss Frankie. Because a lot of people have, substance abusers in their family, close family, friends and relatives that have that particular vice, and they can't, get too close to them. But the love on that show was genuine and authentic, and they turned a lot of corners, man, and they impacted the culture. So, yeah, that's why I want to send my condolences over and understand that. What else I got going on? I guess that's it. That's all I want to say is pass along that good news that I came across, those articles. And I guess I'll see you guys this weekend with a full episode of the Narrative Podcast. In the meantime, please download this episode of the Narrative Podcast. Share it, like it, follow it, all that, what to do for the algorithm. So I can bring you guys a more quality podcast. I want the clarity to be more crisp. I want to bring on guests. I want to get up out this audio space and transition into the visual so you can see the face behind the voice. But for right now, you can go to my, I got a LinkedIn page with my face. You want to put the face to the voice, Halsey Allen. And I basically just upload episodes of the Narrative Podcast to my LinkedIn. So, yeah, I am a podcaster. Then also I write poetry too. Please support that at www.mrhalseysblogs.com. And the name of my poetry blog is called Halsey's Poetry Corner. I haven't did any new entries in a while, but I should have something new this weekend. By the time I do my full podcast episode, I should have something up there for you guys to listen to. For you guys to read. I said listen to. So yeah, go support that. You can follow Halsey's Poetry Corner. When you visit the link, leave me a comment. I got over like 100 poetry pieces. You're guaranteed to find something you can identify and something that will resonate with you. I write all my poems out on the spur of the moment. I don't, think about it. It's just like, bam, from my mind straight to the canvas. So if you see some grammatical errors, that's why. I know how to spell and all that good stuff. The only thing I actually give thought to is the title. What do I call it? That's the only thing I think about. But everything else is just organic and kinetic. Just bam, 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 like that. So, Halsey's Poetry Corner, please support that. Like and download this episode of the Narrative Podcast and all previous episodes of the Narrative Podcast. I'm always dropping gems on there. Everything I've said on it has pretty much come into fruition. Everything I'm talking about this little invisible thing, I talked about that, and boom, lo and behold. So tune in just to see these little moments, because I'm always having moments. I'm gaining momentum on the internet. I've only been doing this for a short amount of time, but like I'm a whole thing right now. So if nothing else, be like, oh, I knew him when he was just had the audio format, when you just see me like napalm bombing and it just spreading over everything. You was there at my humble beginnings. So check me out, the Narrative Podcast. And that'll do it. Narrative Podcast, Halsey Allen signing off. See you this weekend.